YouTube, what's up with your man? What does it do? It's your boy Prince Azrael in the building. If you're not from around here, I'm sort of an anime channel, so if you press that subscribe button, I'm gonna be dropping tons of content, so I know you're gonna like that type of stuff. So, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Superheroes. Such a weird name. I'm just gonna be calling it Dragon Ball Superheroes. Rolls off the tongue. Toei, change the name, man. What is up with that? So I want to talk about speculation, and at the end of the video, I want to talk about a leak that is sort of circulating in underground. It's not a very popular leak, but I sort of thought about this before I even saw the leak. It does make sense, but leaks are usually untrue, but I still think it's fun to entertain. So stick towards the end of the video. I know me, I'm gonna make y'all wait for it. I'm sorry, so just watch the entire video, it'll be towards the end. So we can sort of tell the tone of this movie. It's going to be much more of a slice of life. Kind of, if you remember Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, where, you know, they had Bulma's party, everyone was interacting. This is the first time we've seen these characters in a very long time. To, you know, catch up with Yamcha, how he's doing. You know, we got to see how Krillin's doing, you know, 18. It was really nice to see because we hadn't seen these characters in such a long time. And I'm honestly really happy for this because the thing that I don't really like about Dragon Ball Super is, to me, when Dragon Ball is at its strongest, it's not when Goku, it's not with Vegeta. It's when the Dragon team is united and they're all fighting against a threat. If I could just see everyone on screen, even if they're not fighting, I still love that because I love these characters. I love Tien, I love Yamcha, I love Krillin, I love Piccolo, I love everyone, and I want to see them. I don't just want to see Goku and Vegeta on the screen 90% of the time. So let's get into the animation. I'll be throwing up a clip of what the animation looks like on screen right now. If you guys are familiar with the anime Berserk, it was a very good anime from back in the day, one of the OGs. It was groundbreaking for its time, and they decided, hey, let's do a remake. The music was great, but when they were talking about what they should do with their graphics, the idea of CGI came in, and that's what they went with. It's a lot cheaper than being hand-drawn, but it completely killed the franchise. And the thing about Dragon Ball Super Broly is that hand-drawn animation, it looks absolutely amazing. It looks great. But on the same hand, the worst parts about it was when it switched over to CGI because it looked like a PlayStation 2 game, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. If they're going to go in a CGI style, maybe they improved it significantly. Dragon Ball has always been groundbreaking, and maybe they'll be groundbreaking in the art of CGI animation. So that's something to, you know, ponder on. Next, I want to talk about the characters. So in this movie, you can tell that there's a significant time skip, maybe 2 or 3 years. Also, I want to see what they're going to do with Majin Buu, because if you remember, Buu actually got in shape. He looked very fit, and he had some sort of power boost, but we never got to see how strong he got. Because the thing about Buu is his power is still the same from around the Buu saga. He never really trained. He doesn't train, he doesn't improve, he stayed stagnant. Now that he trained, what level was he on? Was he on a Super Saiyan God level? Was he close to Super Saiyan Blue? Who knows? What is the training potential of Majin Buu? And did he get fat over this time, or did he actually stay training and stay in shape? I think that's something to see. But I don't think that he did, because I think they're making way for someone to replace him within the main cast. Wink, wink. Stay tuned for the end of the video. Trunks and Goten. For some reason, they are now in their preteens. They're around 13 or 14. It's really hard to accurately tell their age because they spend time in the Room of Spirited Time. And when you do that, things get very, very weird on tracking ages. They're around 6 or 7 in the Buu saga, and they still look the same, which is really weird design choice by the Super Team. But now that there's a 3-year skip and the anime has ended and they're now moving into something new, I think the boys are going to look completely different. I think Trunks is going to look similar to how he did when he came on Earth from the future, and I think Goten will look something similar to how he did at the end of the Z. The thing about him is, with Goten, they can really do anything they want with him. They can change his hairstyle, they can make him look different. Like, you know, it's not grounded, but there's future Trunks and Super. He has to grow to look like him. So that's just something to think about. And also, I think the boys need to be more relevant, because the thing about them is, we never got to see much of them in Super because they're not mature enough. Now they're getting older, and I think it's time for them, their fathers, to start teaching them some maturity and taking them on some of their missions. The thing about them is they are wasted potential. Their potential is even higher than Gohan's, and Gohan is the prodigy of Dragon Ball. So I really do want to see what they do with the boys. Please don't waste their potential. They're cool characters. Goten has the most high potential out of any fighter in all of Dragon Ball. I think Piccolo is going to get some more time too. I want to see Piccolo get stronger. The thing I didn't really like about Dragon Ball is when it started, Piccolo and Goku were on the same level, right? But when they went into training, their potential was the same, because after they fought in the World Tournament, Goku went off to train, Piccolo went off to train. Piccolo's not a heavy trainer, he does more of mind training, but he still does do some physical training. And his power level came out to be damn near the same as Goku's, so their potential has always been the same. But as we see throughout Dragon Ball, Goku just insanely rises above him, which doesn't make sense, you know? Like, Piccolo isn't one to let up on his training. He's never done that, and he's always been against that. He always trains, so he should be somewhere near Goku. There's been times in Dragon Ball where Piccolo was the strongest character in the franchise. He is the Demon King, he is warrior type, and he's also the God, all combined. He's not our Piccolo, he is the three greatest Namekians combined into one. His potential should be unlimited, or it should at least rival Goku and Vegeta's, but it doesn't seem that way. And I think he's one of the most interesting characters, but now his role is just to sit on the sidelines and just be like, and just spit out stuff like, you can't see? Goku's doing this, or Vegeta's doing that, he's doing this tactic. You know, that's his role now. He just points out stuff in battle. He's not even a fighter anymore, bro. So now let's talk about the leak, what you all have been waiting for. So I'm not going to leave this in the description. Find this on your own. I believe in you guys. I don't want my channel to be at risk if it ends up being true. But there's a leak floating around that Oob is the character Akira Toriyama was referring to. And if you don't know what I mean, when they were revealing this movie, Akira Toriyama had some words he wanted to say to everyone. And in his message, he said this: "This movie may feature an unexpected character." And I believe that to be Oob, to be honest, because the way the timeline is looking, it's leading up to the end of Z. Now, the end of Z isn't canon anymore. I'll make a video explaining more about why the end of Z is not canon anymore. It's going to look completely different now. So, click the subscribe button if you want to hear that. But the reason why they didn't go get Oob was because he wasn't ready yet. He was still a little young, but now that there's been 3 or 4 years, I think it's his time now. Because if you look at Dende, Dende said he is a genius martial artist. Does that sound like anyone? Sounds exactly like Goku. Like, he's a prodigy. Like, he's one of the best. Just like Goku was always the most skilled martial artist. I think that's very interesting. And Dende says, you need to go train him. And he's like, why? He's like, Oob is the reincarnation of Majin Buu. And the thing about Dende is, he watches over Earth. He knows everyone's power, he knows everyone's potential, he watches everything. He's the all-seeing eye. And here's what I think. I think if Dende was this serious about Oob, I think Oob's potential could be greater than Gohan's, maybe. Something interesting to say. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video up here. This has been your boy, Prince Azriel. I'm out, man. Press subscribe button.